who the vet? Huh? They say fear better take that. What is the vet? I don't believe what he said. Talking about, yeah. Go get a scripture for your ass. Check the later. Who next? I split your shit, you mad?
Tell me what's on your mind, nigga. Dropping dimes, I spent time on the grind since I've been here. But you want to consist of believers, either you can see who the tip, who the heels are enemy. Where's the deal? Where's the dough? Nigga, so many foes come out just like you got hoes up in your earlobes. If you's a hooker, sucker, sister, shaking all them twists, shaking them swats. So your mind, I wanna flip you over on my bed, upside down, you hear from behind. I does work, much more than in a job. I'm like, how you pulsate, throbbing out the bust of blood vessel, fucking with a nigga that gon' sizzle and thorough, all up in your little promo. That's how I do it, I pursue it like mechanical. I'm mathematical, and then I have like battle phones. Then they come along and they just make me stronger. I'm like a longer, extended for longer. I like to fuck 'em, niggas. I like to upchuck, get drunk, smoke dro, and ride through town like fuck these hoes. That's what's on my mind. Is you back now? I'm clever, a shot town, real nigga. A bastard, sinister as minister G. So don't be stepping them feet. Right, I smell the blood of some motherfuckers on the run. Tiptoeing through the tulips, trying to catch my shit like I don't know what the fuck to do with. A mic and a mixer, left, right channel, control them. God damn it, who's the picture on the mantle? The graduation joint, so clever. America, what's your point? We need more endeavors. I want like 50 million on the jiggle side. It still won't be enough. I still got to ride. Do or die was a mentality I adapted on a concrete jungle when wasn't no motherfucking rapping happening. So don't be telling me you bailing better than me, or telling me that you be getting no cheddar. Clever is he? 'Cause my endeavor was to build a new fort, sort of full of all kinds, all nine, all not yours. It's together a family that no one could sever. It was further understanding your culture, nigga. You orientated universal, nigga. And can't nobody touch that, you figure. That figure make you a better nigga. It only makes you a nigga that didn't grow. Negro, African American, what the fuck is that, dude? I'm either African or I ain't. I got tired of making that debate where people kept saying that they don't like that. I don't give a fuck. That's your damn choice. God gave us those choices. I wanna roll in the Rolls Royce. Right now I'm in the bucket, but goddamn it, I love it. Any hooker wanna ride, hit me on the flip side. I dip right, I slip right, I tip right, I do what I does. And people be like, what the fuck is wrong with dude? He crazier than the Betsy bug. He acts a fool. Get drunk and stuff in the middle of the day. And then spend the rest of the night trying to break a hoe off into particles. Hey, what's happening? I'm still sitting over here rapping. And motherfuckers think they gon' smack the shit I got it. And whatever is on your mind, don't use it for a hot right. The 9. Tell me what's on your mind, nigga. I'm on this figure. Can you make it bigger? Tell me what's on your mind, nigga. I like all them pretty tones. Motherfucker, there it goes. Tell me what's on your mind, nigga. I spent my life on the grind. Yeah, I label myself Bishop and Chess. East to west, north to south, no stress. Smoke more sense than you could say a stick at. What's on your mind? Middle finger, just like that.
Represent what all you get. I hope you get to that knowledge, Dad. Represent what all you get. Hope you get to that knowledge, Dad. Historians. Broadcasting live on 99.9. You know me. I got some news that you might be able to use. You know what I'm saying? From the constellations to conversations and conservations. Because that's what's up first. Because people are being evicted in the name of conservation. It seems to me they got some forest preserve plan that they done put together to evict the indigenous people from lands that they've been taking care of since Thanksgiving, or before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving was started with the indigenous people saving the Europeans from their own death and destruction because they couldn't deal with the harsh winters. I'm not making that up. You might not know it because they ain't told you in about 20 years, but that's the real deal. They was happy about that. They used to be happy at how they did what they're doing right now. Because indigenous people are nature's best guardians. It's no coincidence that 80% of the Earth's biodiversity is found there in the tribal areas. But like I say, they trying to kick out over 300 million people to make some more parks and conservatories or whatever they trying to make look good when the people are making the earth good, indigenous, and they have been since you landed here. It's called a 30-30 program. It could be the biggest land grab in history. So in other words, everything they already took ain't gonna add up to what they finna take. You know, that brings something to mind. I just got finished watching the Ukrainian president. I was finna say Ukrainian king, but the Ukrainian president plead and thank America for looking out for him and sending them some rockets. And I was gonna do a story on the Patriot missile, but he didn't got it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even no debate no more. They just gave it to him. So what I'm trying to understand is what my brothers like the minister and RZA them, instead of being able to address Congress like this dude do for justice, equality, and peace, because that's what he said he wanted, and that's what he said he was talking about, and that's what they supposed to be about. Don't pause too long with me. But they become the disinformation dozen and Bard and well, great people got shot. But they doing the same thing. They trying to address Congress for injustice. Hip hop historian. I mean, I write songs, but I don't make up the wrongs or the rights. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be just, though. Don't ever look at the historian for a righteous deal, even though we may do righteous acts. We choose righteous acts over unrighteous acts. But I just want to be just in my dealings. I'm a great merchant. I knew some great merchants that was locked down by Garland's newly disembarred action in the cocaine crack sentencing. Yeah, Attorney General Merrick Garland moved Friday to end sentencing difference between powder cocaine and rock cocaine, which was initially the war on drugs back in the 80s and the 90s. I lost a lot of good people. I'm pretty sure you have too, to the incarceration and murder that was perpetrated due to these heinous laws that were put in place. Because for 1 gram of cocaine in crack form had the equivalent or persecution rate of 100 grams of powder. Well, for all the fighting and the whooping and the hollering and everything, I suppose by them taking this out now after they destroyed so many lives, we should be happy. I'm just glad I was able to report it to you all. No more differences in the sentencing targeting blacks with crack versus powder cocaine. So let's see how many of the tutors catch it. Discrimination in my nation. I got a song. Maybe I'll play that for you guys. Look. The black incarceration rate exploded after the Anti-Drug Abuse Act of 1986 when it went into effect from 600 to 1,000 from 600 to 100,000 people. I couldn't even believe the number jumped like that. In 1970 to 1,800 in 2000 in the same time span. I don't even want to talk about how many more people they locked up. The numbers are too staggering. But just understand and know it, that your country, yeah, it tears thee on your knees, giving them your cheese. And this is just a hip-hop historian. I am hip-hop. We enhance the tracks with the lyrics to make you dance, make you do what you do. TSA, they raising fines on people caught with firearms. Now basically, it's going from 12,000 to 13,000. Woo! Oh man, these numbers be tripping me out, man. They done found 6,300 firearms and carry-on bags so far this year. That's crazy. That 6,000 people forgot they had their guns. Because that's what most of them say in those situations. You know what I'm saying? That's the cop. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got their pass or whatever to carry their gun. Because you know it's all different through all the states and everything. For it to be a United States, it's a whole bunch of diversity within the laws and the actions and the people. And with that being said, you should really stop acting like you all united when you're not. But we gotta, what's the common ground? Because the common ground right now is just finance. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and sex exploitations. I mean, be serious with yourself and tell yourself the truth sometime. But I'm not gonna kill anybody's dreams. And speaking of somebody's dreams, Elon Musk just last week just fired SpaceX rockets to lock down the broadcasting systems. Woo! I mean, you know what I'm saying? He just fired 2 off of Florida last Friday, the Falcon 9 rockets. They're the first 2 O3B M-powered satellites in orbit to join Lindbergh's base. A 20. He already had 20, Lindbergh. But it's like a total, I believe, of 67 telecommunication satellites that's networking right now. So basically, whoever's able to shoot satellites off into the air gonna basically control and monitor your air. Pretty soon they're gonna be charges for air, y'all. You better get on and get out, man. I mean, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna give you this news so you'll know what's going down. Now, it's hot. It's been hot. Y'all know that. People from Chicago, for real, you know me, like when they say the Hawk ain't been down in a minute, but I heard he creeping down. And it's just like this, because the Arctic is plagued with wildfires, rain, typhoons, and all of that. And you wouldn't associate that regularly with the Arctic, but it's getting warmer. And due to the fact that the Arctic is getting warmer, we catching the downdraft because it's dipping south, the Arctic air mass. So It's a shame, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is changing right before your eyes, and you're not being you're not really being told. They didn't tell you. Who done told you the polar is dipping? It's already dipping. You know what I'm saying? They call it an heatflation. They got terms and terminations for everything that's going on, but they're not telling you about that. Fires burned 1 million acres in the Arctic this year. I ain't making it up. You know something else? Bear. You know, the headache people, you know. Yeah. 698 million on a pollution settlement. If you don't know something, I'm gonna float you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read a little something and put it back on the historian blocks so you can chop it up and make sense of it, Pops. Now, remember, Egypt getting the trade from Ukraine and China. Writing blocking China, saying they don't want no more U.S. chips to be made with that, no parts of the U.S. particles in the chips. While the board approved a $3 billion Egypt extension arrangement. Now this in Cairo. It's a 46-month, $3 billion support package for Egypt. And it will catalyze additional fundings about $14 billion. Because Egypt finances is suffering. They high in debt. And it deteriorated after Russian invasions of Ukraine. Foreign investors pulled out $20 billion straight out the country. See, I'm telling you, this war's about Africa, and they're not telling you that. So I'm here telling you that. Know something. How they fighting over Africa and we ain't got no part in it. Now I got some new state Senate bills that's coming up for January 1st, along with all the crime things. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch that's coming up. They saying you gotta contact everyone to make sure things is going well, and if you don't, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? All employees who work for agencies that contact with department or agent who provide direct service to individuals participating in community care to receive at least 2 hours of Alzheimer's and disease training. That's good. They train the people how to deal with people who can't remember so they don't act like the people that's playing with them. That's a blessing. That's going down. In January 1st here in Illinois, deer hunters will have a new option for the type of firearm they can use. The use of single-shot centerfire rifle guns that can only fire one single round of ammunition that contains primer in the center cartridge. You know what I'm saying? They can get those. It's losing power on my phone. People who own vehicles that are manufactured in Illinois will be able to apply for a slight break. So if you bought a car that was made in Illinois, see, they, like I said, the state's finna start set tripping on everything. So will Illinois be a good deal? Who knows? To me, it's been the money hungry my whole life. Russia got these hypersonic missiles. That's their nuclear thing. So that's the basis of why my man was just talking to the government, to the whole nation, basically. If you had local TV, for the Patriot missiles, the Block, the nuclear missiles. They really finna fire nuclear missiles on the planet over Africa. believe it or not, like Ripley. So who knows? You can already, when you could take from Putin's, actions with Ukraine. He don't care about people not having lights and all that old stuff. He gonna hit them places first. He basically gonna turn you to a savage in the war, so he can justify his means at the end. It's life in the ghetto, man. It ain't as great as they say, but it ain't that bad, if you know where your head's at. Fuck what they tell you. This ain't living. In environmental news, seems as though green hydrogen has spoke for itself in the earth, because it's bringing leaks through all the refineries that are used to clean the green hydrogen is used for different chemicals and mixtures and things of that nature. Now, this over in London. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We do world news, not just what you thought you need to know. I'm gonna tell you what's going on everywhere, yo. If I can find out about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't hurt yourself out here trying to find out nothing about somebody while you sitting up gossiping. They just approved $5.2 billion for a reduction act in Europe, but at the same time, they say they don't even know the effects when it leaks into the atmosphere. It reduces the concentration of molecules that destroy the greenhouse gases. It's potentially adding on to the global warming in which I spoke on earlier. So, see, it's a lot of factors that you don't have anything to do with that's contributing to global warming. You may never know. This is something that you never know. Scientists say, since the green hydrogen gases are much smaller than the normal molecules in methane, they're harder to contain. So we dealing with some dangerous gases leaking out. I'll give you these numbers, man. It's about 300 green hydrogen projects under construction, or have started up. They said or have started up. See, it's an unknown situation. It's a need to know basis, but they destroying the place. They thinking about trying to run it through old gas pipelines that they don't use anymore. But they're saying that's going to take more electricity than the windmill towers and everything can produce. So it's a lose-lose situation. But all over the world, we got leaky faucets. Because they're unaware of how to actually contain it correctly. So why do you keep playing with things that you don't know nothing about on such a global basis? I'm a scientist. We're dealing with mad scientists and not in the fun way. I'm a mad scientist where I want to have a all-night party. Mixing libations and bodies. They playing with natural gases. God ass self. They playing with God, and they think it's not gonna explode. Since the hip hop historian, like side, like, share, and subscribe. His story is, I told you I had a song about extreme discrimination.
Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian.
See what the chains have done to my brain. 9,000 miles up in the stain. Slavery will never leave my pulse. You don't understand the way we thought. We all were spiritual, lyrical. We were the miracles. I mean, inclined with the stars and all. The pyramids, oasis, y'all. Somehow it was chance. Somehow I cannot find it hard to my mind to bring me back. Because I'm in a nation full of extreme discrimination.
Discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the boat like a Africa.
Yes, oh no, strong and pure, black, not full of no manure. Yes, equator is where I lie. Sun always shines, it frees my mind. Third eye inclined, but you don't care. You brought me here and cut off all my hair. You tell me this and you tell me that. Bush is full of all the facts. I don't buy that. I won't eat that. It's like swine. We don't feed that. Because it's pure, it's discrimination, boy, what you do? Not enough. Extreme discrimination on the block is rough. A concrete jungle where we train just to rumble and ramble. Guns that have taken the places of spears, but we don't hunt anymore, hunt up here. And that's not civilized and savage. What do you manage?
Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board in this
See, I taught
nation.
myself to hold back. I taught myself not to be black. I taught myself not to be strong. Just so we Caucasian can get along. We're Caucasian. You caucus mouthless dweller. You were exiled. You wasn't the righteous fella. I was basking up in the sun, collecting energy from number one. Now mama was 2 and I was to be 3. Save mama from the wicked seed that we would create in the midst of this. They extreme discriminating. I don't understand. I'm from on my clan. It's not the Ku Klux we ban. You all know burn across up in my yard. You're talking about you praising the God. Well, we don't follow that. We will throttle that 5th on gear. That's truth all up in your ear. Extreme discrimination in my nation. They got me jumping the boat like a Haitian.
Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a African.
When I go into the store, they don't want to serve me like I am employed. They serve me like I am a thief, like I'm a crook, like I'm destined for a reef. There's no uplifting for mine. All they want to say is he's doing the crime just because of my sin. Oh no, I'm living my skin. Extreme discrimination in my nation. Got me on the board like a Haitian.
Extreme discrimination in this nation. Got me on the board like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this nation. Want me on the board like a Haitian, extreme discrimination in this a nation. What we are the boat like a African,
Yeah, 9,000 miles, black man.
like a African,
You've been traveled, so don't continue to ride the
like a
wicked
Jamaican,
with that wickedness. Stay
like a Haitian.
Like that bullshit. Oh my God.
extreme discrimination in me nation. Got me on the board like a
Extreme
Haitian.
discrimination in this a nation. Want me on the boat like a Haitian. Extreme discrimination in this a nation. Want me on the boat like a African.
Now do you know any other ways to live your life? They have us living right. They stack me like rats up on State Street. All of the projects in NYC, even to the row houses in LA. Extreme discrimination in every way. I'm trapped like a rat, that's what they call it, the projects. They're trying to see how many we'll kill before we jet. Don't you break down the things in the scheme, that's all I do. I be Black King, I scheme for power, politic hour after hour. You did not make that up, I made that up so I could devour one
Extreme
day.
discrimination.
You got me on the boat like a Haitian, I say.
Extreme discrimination.
You got me on the boat like a Haitian, I say.
Extreme examination.
Got me on the boat like a Haitian. You didn't like the flick and pluck me. You take my blood, you might as well have just stuck me back on the cross, because I came from the force of the forces that mean your Lord. The blood, the holiest, holy like seed. And not the seed, we perceive the light. It comes through, shining bright in the middle of the dark or the early morning. I don't like to fight with my own. I only create for my throne. But in my midst of creating righteousness, I destroy the wickedness, the mischief. It is America.
Want me on the boat like a African. Extreme examination. They want us on the boat like a African.
Extreme
They want us on the boat like a
discrimination.
Haitian. They want us on the boat like a African American. They want us on the boat each and everywhere. You see?
See all the labels and names they give you. There is no such thing as an African American, because America is full of heaven when no Africa was pure.
And it still is to this day. 99.9. Signing up, signing off. Go ahead and lie.